Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Grassroots Season 5 Episode 17. This is it. This is the finale. We've got Wolves to play, and then we've got the FA Cup final against Liverpool, Champions League final against Paris Saint-Germain, and that will round out this season. It's been a great ride. We're basically 3 points away from securing 4th place again for this season, which will mean we're back in the Champions League next season, regardless of what happens in the final against Paris. So we need to get that done, and then following this episode I'll do one more episode of the transfers and trying to at least sign 1 or 2 players to try and make this team capable of challenging for the Premier League title. Of course, as you know, next season will be the final season on PS4, so I'd love to mount a challenge for the Premier League title with Salford City. We shall see though. First match in this episode then, Salford City versus Wolves. It's the final game of the season. Let's get straight to it.
What a perfect day for football we've got here. I'm Martin Tyler. Alan Smith is with me in the commentary position. And for these two clubs, it's their last game in their Premier League season. We've been counting the hours, Alan, haven't we, for this one?
It's been a long goal campaign, hasn't it? Plenty of ups and downs along the way. Both sets of players, I know, will be looking forward to a bit of sunshine, a bit of time on the sunbed now, but they've got 90 minutes to get through first.
Well, a couple of star names that we're looking at today.
Big game.
What do you think, Alan?
Well,
the last 3 games in this episode are all big games. I can't afford to let anybody sit out now. They've all had good seasons. Severin, Nketiah, Kluivert, Pammical, Ryan Kent. Everybody's played so well this season.
How the hosts line up today.
Alexandra Matu as well. Matan,
3-5-2,
absolutely brilliant season from him.
It looks that way. I mean, this formation went out of fashion for a number of years, particularly in England, but a few managers prefer to bring it back now.
Cannot afford to lose this one.
Chelsea's Alan McInally with news of a goal in that game.
It's a goal for Chelsea.
Oh, Chelsea 1-0 up already.
Tries the shot here, and the keeper doing his job.
They're playing Man City as well, so that's good for us. If Chelsea can beat City, then we don't need to win.
Room in which to attack. Went in quickly there. That'll be a throw. Giving it away under no pressure at all.
Go on, Pammical.
A great chance to go in front. And he's flagged offside.
Oh, he's offside. Nearly.
With his skill, here's a chance to have a run at goal and take the opposition on. He has cleared it well. Break quickly when they get possession. Well, he has cleared the danger.
Oh! Don't know how that wasn't a free kick, by the way.
He's had a go, that's brave of him. Simple save for Rui Patricio. Been a penalty involved, Johnny. Can really get at the opposition here. Good width in the attack here, looking for a cross at the end of it. He's put his body up.
1-0 Wolves.
First goal is always a crucial goal, and they
Came back to bite us in the ass. It's been all us since the kick-off. That was a real lapse in defensive concentration there. 1-0 Wolves.
The goal stands, and the goalkeeper stands with his head bowed.
Well, he does, but let's give credit also to the goal scorer. He kept his head, he slotted it home really well.
Wolverhampton Wanderers have this lead.
Number 24, right, Uno Bakken.
Cut out the pass.
fourth official
He's
has
gone in strongly
indicated
and got the
there
ball.
will be a minimum of 2 minutes of added time.
Well defended, not just getting across, he thought quickly as well.
Come on, Salford.
On course for the Champions League. Still only halfway through, of course, but so far for them, Alan, so good.
Definitely important half-time team talk for the manager, just to make
So changes made at half-time, then I've brought Shinji Kagawa on instead of Alexandru Matan, who's exhausted. And I've switched Cliver and Nketiah around and took Nketiah off for Ryan Kent. Paxton per Michael, 1-1.
The goal is given, and that is the equaliser.
Good start to the second half.
Well, that's a poacher's goal. Maybe not his most spectacular, but an important one here.
So away we go at 1-1. Alan McAnally's at St Mary's today with a goal to tell us about.
It's a second goal for Liverpool. 50 minutes played. 2-1.
Cheers, Alan. Saw that coming and intercepted. And it's gone out for a throw. Cliver shredding it through.
For Michael again. Another one. 2-1.
Dominant team now. They've scored again.
He's turning up when it matters.
Winning position here. Well, he's doubled up here with his second goal, and he took it in excellent style, just like the first one. Well, Wolves need to find some fight because they're behind. They'll get a free kick for that. He works so hard on his heading, he needs to do a bit more work, I think.
Yeah, the keeper's waving that one bye-bye.
Just a quick reminder, in case you're unsure of the situation, they will be in the Champions League next season if it stays this way.
And they will all be aware of that to a man, and that's why it's important that they use their experience. Don't do any...
Very good piece of work by the goalkeeper to turn that away from danger. Well, here's a chance. The press worked. Well, they're still trailing and they need to do something now if they want to get back into this game. Maybe some fresh legs will do the trick. Kagawa. Ah, the keeper's done well to keep that one out. Comfortable for the keeper. Kent. Justin Clivert.
The referee has indicated there will be a minimum of 3 minutes.
Referee has blown.
It's a free kick.
Free kick.
Well, he's a long way out here, Martin. I can't believe he's going to actually try and shoot.
Good reach by the goalkeeper to tip it over the bar. It's a corner now, and they're almost there. Shots on here.
Oh, another corner.
Well, that's good defending.
That's it. Final game of the season. We're in the Champions League next season for sure.
Whistle heralds a successful tilt to get into the Champions League. Well done.
Well done indeed. I mean, it is almost like winning the trophy. And certainly...
Fantastic win against Wolves there. Good from coming back from being a goal down to win the game 2-1. Controlled that really nicely and finished the season on a high. We are in the Champions League next season. That's a dead cert now. Finished the season in 4th place. And now we move on to the FA Cup final against Liverpool.
It is the big day in the Emirates FA Cup season. It is the final, of course. Two terrific teams about to go head-to-head. We're moments away. Join us for the kickoff, and it's live.
Right then, we're back at Wembley again against Liverpool again.
Hi everybody, it's FA Cup final day.
Seems like every
One of the
time I get
great
to a
days
final
in
it's
the
against
football
them.
calendar. Martin Tyler here with Alan Smith. We're delighted to be part of the commentary team for you. We've been counting the hours, Alan, haven't we, for this one?
Well, I was privileged to have played in the final of this cup competition. My playing days.
It's a beautiful piece of silverware.
Never forget. And you
It'd be
certainly
lovely
don't forget
to
end up winning it.
knock another one on Liverpool's head. Let's hope so.
Well, a couple of star names that we're looking at today. What do you think, Alan?
They're in fine form, these two, and they go into this match really expecting more than hoping to score more after getting a couple last
Come
time
on,
out.
Salford.
Thank you for attending Wembley Stadium. Enjoy the game.
Everything ready for the kickoff.
Ryan Kent, of course, against his former team. Be nice if he could get an FA Cup final goal.
Today. So we think it's going to be 3-5-2, Alan, don't we?
Yes, it looks that way. I mean, this formation went out of fashion for a number of years, particularly in England, but a few managers preferring to bring it back now.
This is the Liverpool side. In goal is Alisson from
Oh, lovely.
Kessier.
Great bit of play.
Starts with
Shinji
He's in the
Kagawa.
shot.
Good
That's a
save.
stop from the goalkeeper. So there's no doubt that this guy's been dominating these stories coming into the game, and you can understand why. He has said, Alan, that he's going to pack the game in, that this will be his last season.
I must admit, it came as a surprise to me, and a lot of these supporters, they felt he was going to be around for the foreseeable future, but it's not to be, and they've got to find a replacement for him.
That's not what he wanted to do, a poor pass. Looking for goal.
Oh, good save.
That's a wonderful save.
One chance at either end. Can't really let Liverpool into the game. If they take the lead, it'll be difficult to break them down and get back into it. Eddie Nketiah, well away.
He's in on goal.
He's well away.
It must be.
It's 1-0.
Front now in the FA Cup final.
Well,
Come on,
those
Salford.
celebrations, they do have the hallmark of a team that thinks they're going to win now.
He looked the goalkeeper in the eyes and said, right, I've got the win here, and he's got the goal to show that.
I love that kind of finish when you don't have to blast it as long as the placement is right.
And that has opened the scoring. 1-0 here.
Christian Rivera obviously back in the squad as well now. You might have noticed since he's been out with that injury for a while.
From Kessier.
He's a
Continues to
good,
knock the
strong
ball around,
midfielder.
looking for the opening.
It's always good to have him in the team.
Pulls it back now. Oh, he could have got his cross in. The defender blocked it well. Attacking now. Put in from the wide area. Not really away from the threat here. Difficult
Oh
skill,
my God,
good
imagine
effort.
if that had gone in.
Timed it perfectly, as you have to do with those volleys.
That's terrific technique from that distance. Nearly a goal.
Well, it would have been a heck of a goal to score from that distance. Surprised he tried, actually.
The opposition looking to close him down. Kagawa.
Oh,
Very difficult
Salford
there
are
for
all
Alisson.
over him here. Been lovely to get a second goal and just have that cushion so we can sit back a little bit. Come on, Alisson. Time wasting.
Can't get past him. Such a good defender. Cuts it out nicely. Here's a chance. That was a puff out your cheeks moment, and phew, got away with it. And a crack. No great difficulty there for Alisson. We really want
Go
to
on,
have a
Eddie.
look at Liverpool today, knowing that they've got
Good ball, he's through again.
He's in.
It's 2-0.
Oh, it's a great goal.
Fantastic performance.
2 for him on the day, and 2 very well taken goals. The goal, wherever you look at it, it was very well taken.
Eddie and Ketty are on top form.
Just widen the margin here to 2-0. Now goes the ball. There'll be 2 added minutes.
Minimum of 2 minutes.
Over the top of the defenders, and he could be in.
Oh, what a chance.
Clean through, one-on-one against the goalkeeper.
Yeah, it's a wonderful stop, Martin, isn't it? And no bits and pieces either to follow up on.
He's put in the corner. These players will have
What a
been
first
dreaming about
half.
a scene like this at half-time.
Absolutely
going in with a
fantastic.
fairly comfortable lead, it must be said, from their first half performance, which has been really excellent. What a way to play your first half in an FA Cup final.
Yeah, I don't think they would have
Good way.
expected.
It's good attacking play, this, from them. They've been trying to do this, get the ball over the top.
Severin makes it
Now it's
3, but he's offside.
It looks as though they
That was a
might be
great
able to
finish as
score.
well, to be fair to him.
Activity
Let's bring Paul
on the
Michael off.
bench for the losing team.
Rest him for the rest of this game.
Substitute getting ready to come
We'll
off.
definitely need him in the Champions League final. Aidan Barlow on.
Looking to use the full width of the pitch in this attack. Barlow, Kent. Bit of space for him. Now out on the wing. Teammates arriving for the...
Christian
goal!
Rivera, 3-0,
Well, he's
and that's the
point-blank
game.
range.
Salford City are going to win the FA Cup.
Score. You've got to be there to miss it as well, but he didn't.
Welcome back, Rivera. Captain's goal.
Well, there is a big difference between these two teams.
Great
and
pass
that
from
goal,
Ryan Kent again.
It's reflected in the scoreline.
I think it's going to be a stroll from here on in because they've got a big cushion, rightly so, well in the lead.
So they restart again, a bit demoralised now, I think, in a game like this. Robertson. Franquessier.
Oh, give
It's a useful
over.
position, this, for the free kick.
Let's bring Ryan Kent off, give him a rest as well for the Champions League final.
Make a change here.
The game's won.
Well, I think he's going to go for goal. Why not? Great chance to get his name on the score sheet.
And the goalkeeper not really tested by that free kick. In the last 10 minutes here, 9 to go. Another turnover in play here with that interception. Oh, he's won it back. That's a really good tackle.
Oh, that's a bad tackle.
Possibly a booking
Aidan
miss.
Barlow potentially getting sent off
Well,
here.
there are times where you can understand players getting sent off with the heat of the battle, but in this circumstance, that's daft.
Well, absolutely stupid, isn't it? And I'm sure his manager will get stuck into him for that because it's a lack of professionalism.
Liverpool are going to make an alteration to their lineup from the bench.
Down to 10 men.
They've got the ball back by that interception. And that's dealt with the problem. Mohamed Salah. Referee's had a good look. This could be it.
There will be a minimum of 3
Good save.
And turned it aside.
What a final it's been.
And in it goes. Cengiz Ünder. And the keeper able to stop that one.
That's it.
It's over. Final whistle has gone.
They've won the FA Cup again. That's the second time we've won it since I've been at Salford.
And what delight. Extremes of emotion. Desolation for the losers. Ecstasy for the winners.
Yeah, pure jubilation. Tactically, I think they got it spot on. Really clever from the manager. Those players followed the boss's orders to the letter.
Wonderful team spirit. They couldn't have done it without that. Well, it is the most famous
Fantastic stuff.
domestic club competition in the world, the oldest, still widely celebrated.
Shinji Kagawa will pick up the trophy as today's captain.
To collect the
It's
FA
been a
Cup,
long
Alan,
old
you've
season,
done
but
it.
we're finally getting our hands on some
It's
silverware.
magnificent feeling, and these players, I think defensively they owe those defenders a big pat on the back, because their success has been based on that.
The FA Cup winners.
Brilliant.
Well, they're going over to their supporters now, and they're still together in the celebrations as they have been through the season.
Yeah, you do get the feeling with these boys, they are a proper unit. There's really good team spirit within that dressing room, which you need at any successful club. These are certain.
The wait is over. There are few bigger days on the football calendar than Champions League final day. Fans are beginning to pour into the stadium and the tension is palpable. Stay with us, we'll have all the action for you live right here on EA TV. Always a special day on the calendar. Champions League final day, and it's a privilege to be bringing the game to you. My name's Derek Ray, joined for commentary by Lee Dixon. The atmosphere is building to fever pitch, just minutes away from kick-off time. And you can feel the atmosphere already, Lee. This should be a very significant occasion.
Well, hundreds of millions of people will be tuning into this one. Probably the biggest club game in the world. Pointed end of the tournament. Who's going to come out on top? Well, Derek, we're just about to find out. Very, very excited.
Nervous. Excited. Can't wait to get going. It's a Champions League final. Salford City at the pinnacle of European football. Fingers crossed we can get a win and then go into building the team for next season to mount a charge on the Premier League. Justin Kluivert needs to be on his best game. Eddie Nketiah needs to be on his best game. Ryan Kent, I already know, will play well. But that's what's at stake. That huge trophy. Come on, Salford.
Wing-backs are important in this setup. Did you enjoy your experience of playing at wing-back, Lee?
Not at all under Bruce Rioch. It's a very, very demanding role, as we can see. The full
Sick of hearing about Bruce Rioch.
Offensively and defensively. Lots of support inside them, but going forward they need to try and get the ball into the box for the two up front.
Go on, Paxton per Michael. What? Oh!
Well, the post getting in the way there.
Nearly. Look at this though on the counter-attack. Get in, lad. Go on, Ryan Kent. Muscle him off. Oh, he's booted him.
Not too fussy in clearing his lines. Firing it towards goal and putting his body on the line.
Oh, this is going to be a stressful game. I can already sense it.
Competition for the signature of Dele Alli, but he's made his decision, and the club are delighted that he's with them and on the pitch today. Lee, what do you expect?
Well, they were looking a bit thin in the middle of the park. They had to reinforce in that area, and it's a good bit of business.
Shooting!
Oh!
To keep his concentration to the maximum, and he did. He's given a corner, the referee. Dele Alli now. Well, he took care of it defensively. Kent. And this is it? The final of the... And attempting the through ball.
Oh,
And the opportunity for the opening goal.
come on,
goes
Salford.
begging.
Well, the stalemate should have been broken there. It's a real terrible miss.
Dele Alli now. Might really be able to trouble them here. That's the kind of shielding play you expect from him. Opportunity to deliver the cross.
oh,
What a splendid volley
what a
it
game
was,
so
but
far.
denied by the
End-to-end
goal.
stuff.
Well, he took the chance, didn't he? He swung his leg at it in a volley and he's hit the woodwork.
They've given it away.
Go on, Ken.
That's one for them to pursue. They could nudge in front. It had
Oh.
an invitation attached, but he couldn't avail himself of
Nearly.
the opportunity.
Well, just look at him. He thinks it's in, just wide.
And slipped through beautifully. Oh,
Eddie
surely.
Nketiah.
And a goal it is.
It's
The
1-0
opener in
to
this
Salford
game.
City.
Well, keep it tight, that's what both managers would have been saying. But now the opening goal's gone in. Tactics have got to change.
Great pass across the box from Clivert. He wasn't going to miss that one.
Well, here it is. How do you like him? In an
Fantastic
open goal, please.
stuff.
No goalkeeper, no defenders. Where were they all?
1-0 to the underdogs. Come on, Salford. Get another one now, and then we've got the cushion.
1-0 here.
Eddie Nketiah stepping up in the final. Scored twice against Liverpool as well.
Dele Alli now. And Dele Alli heading in the right direction. A real struggle to contain him. And the counter looks
I think he's off.
Options available.
No, he's on.
Can't miss, surely.
Eddie Nketiah 2-0.
To increase their advantage to 2 overall. That little bit of a cushion. Now it's all about keeping the concentration.
Well, here's the replay. It comes off the keeper, and he's every right to ask where his defenders are. They were second to react, and he's in the back of the net.
Well, a second goal for them here. Artur.
Well, as we can see from the stats, PSG enjoying the bulk of possession here, but it's just whether they can convert that.
Oh, he's through again.
Passing it through.
3.
And that completes an impressive hat-trick.
Well, keep counting. 3 now. But
37 minutes
he's in for a
hat-trick.
hatful. Well, Derek, he can relax now. He's got the hat-trick. Fully deserved. Well done indeed.
And we're underway again. This game very much over as a contest. Losing the ball, Dele Alli. Well, that's very smart defending, and now they have the ball again. That is how to apply the pressure. This could be an interesting avenue. Well, body in the way. And offside it is.
Offside from Ryan Kent. I can't believe it's 3-0. I was so nervous starting this game.
Saul. And 3 minutes will be added on for stoppages. Mbappe. Artur. And that was a very fine read. Now this might pay dividends. Will it be?
4.
It's a procession.
Justin Clivert gets his
And
goal.
surely there's no way they can let this slip now. Absolutely dominant.
They were probably expecting he was going to cut it across to Nketiah again. But he just went for it himself.
Finishing
Top
at his
corner.
best. Lovely through ball.
4-0.
The timing was perfect. Excellent finish.
Blistering first half display, and just look at that score.
Incredible.
Half time in the Champions League final. Well,
I think
we're
it's
not
safe to
quite
say
at
we've won the
stage where we're
Champions
tracking
League.
the record margin of victory in a major European final, but not far away, Lee.
Well, we were
Amazing.
expecting a lot more, weren't we? A lot more competitive.
Wow, I just can't believe it.
Surely.
They've had one shot. Second half starts then. 45 minutes away
from glory. The second half of the
from
Champions
getting the
League
big
final
old
begins.
Juggy trophy.
Artur. Dele Alli now. Artur
What a
has it.
season. It's been the best
With
season so
Saul.
far of this career.
Important interception. There's a
Kluivert's
slide
through
rule
again here.
pass, and they could do damage.
He's got Nketiah with him again. It's
And
5.
this time it's in.
Well,
Just
in this
every time I
replay,
go
you're gonna
forward,
see
I
a
look like
2v1
scoring.
against the keeper. How does that happen? He'll be asking his defence why he was left exposed. Nothing he could do.
The ball rolling again in what has been an utterly one-sided match. A really committed challenge, and it's gone out for a throw-in. Saul. Tremendously strong in the tackle. Bodies forward, and the break looks on.
Paxton Michael's through now.
Be a chance here. The net is steering him in the face.
Oh.
And unfortunate with that chip, Lee, just over the top.
Yeah, let's bring
he's
Baba
done
Severin on.
everything right.
Nketiah's got
Over
4
the keeper,
goals.
but
Let's see if
unfortunately
Severin
he's
can
gone
get
over the
himself
bar
a
as well.
final. A goal in the Champions League final. This is party time atmosphere now for Salford City.
That is excellent pressure high up the pitch. Kluivert. And thwarting his opponent in the nick of time.
His foot, Derek. It's a decent effort. Well, how many goals are we going to get? The chances are just coming thick and fast. Defensively.
There's a slide rule pass. Is this the moment?
Goal for Paris.
They've only gone and applied that finishing touch.
Well, here it is again.
It's
just
5-1.
a perfectly weighted ball in behind, and not a bad finish either. Great goal.
A glut of goals. 5-1 it is. He has time to play it over. Well, great read there to intercept. 10 minutes left for play in this match. An unforced error, you've got to say. Kent.
Corner. No, he's going to keep it in.
Doing his job. Alex Telles has it. Leon Bailey.
They're already singing Champione.
It's with Alex Telles. Dele Alli. Conte now. It's with Saul. Dele Alli now. Conte. Dele Alli. And it might be. Still possibilities.
Stoppage
Just
time.
1 minute left in normal time here. Hernandez. And on the ball, Gaia.
That's it.
And the final whistle, the cup issue is
Salford
settled.
City are the champions of Europe.
The story of one side celebrating and the other
What an end to the
destroyed.
season.
And Lee, memories are being made.
Yeah, absolutely. It doesn't matter how much money you've got in the bank. Players will always look back at moments like these.
What a game as well. We played amazingly.
Trophies up, win medals. Absolutely brilliant for this group of players.
Yeah, you can see what it means to this tight-knit team. Real solidarity. And they know what comes next, the presentation of the cup with the big ears.
Well, you just think how many games he played this season as well. All that's in the past now. The game that's just happened was the most important one.
They're all poised. The Champions League winners.
Look at that. Unbelievable, Jeff.
And you can feel the emotion.
Amazing. Now we've got to go for the Premier League. Clivert up front with Nketiah will be a lethal duo next season. Baba Severin, I'll still use him for cup games and bringing him on as an impact substitute, but I think we have to go with Nketiah and Clivert next season.
Europe watching this team now, they get to share in this moment. Fantastic.
Well, it took fire as well as ice on the pitch.
Well, they've come together in this competition as a team, and they're celebrating together now. Fully deserved.
And you are looking at the best club side in Europe.
Unbelievable. Well, that's going to do it then for Season 5. What an amazing way to end the season. To finish 4th in the league as well and guarantee Champions League football before we even played the final. And then to beat Liverpool in the FA Cup final and to absolutely smash Paris in the Champions League final. I could not have expected that. But what a way to end the season. I'm so happy with the way it's gone. And I think playing Clivert up front with Nketiah for these last couple of games has just gone to further cement that that's what I should be doing next season. Ryan Kent has more than proved himself on the left wing. He's a fantastic winger. So I think moving Clivert up top with Nketiah is the way forward. And that'll give us a real good opportunity to fight for the Premier League title in the final season. Like I said, I'm still torn over what to do about Bursic. He's been a fantastic keeper. But I think he was a bit leaky in the start of the season, so I don't know whether I should bring in another better first choice keeper and just use Bursic as a reserve goalie, like a Sergio Romero as Man United kind of thing. We'll see what I'm going to do. But we'll have one more episode of this season just to go through transfer market and try and build the squad ready for the final season, Season 6. I can't believe I've been with Salford for 6 years. I was considering moving on to pastures new before the start of last season and decided to stick around, but I'm glad I did. It's been a very rewarding career, and to finish off winning the Champions League on this season is amazing. So we've got next season to go for the Premier League. We're back in the Champions League again. So yeah, join us for the next and final episode in Season 5 where we'll look into a few transfers and see if we can strengthen the squad. But thanks for watching all season long. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in that next episode. See you later.